Welcome guys to section of passive methods techniques. We'll be speaking here about listening, reading and social media. Let's start with the first one, listening. Why I think listening is important? Well, because it's basically 50% of the language. Because when we're speaking about language, it's way of communication. And when you communicate, you need to understand and listen to the message. This is one thing. I also believe that listening is one of the most neglected part of language learning. Maybe in the past it was a little bit harder, but now we have such a vast possibilities. And it's basically for free. You can go online. It's so simple to download audiobook, podcasts, watch YouTube, or simply a movie. And this is great. Plus, listening to audio is almost the same as you were doing when you were a child, when you were learning your native language. Because you are imitating the sound. This is really natural way of learning. Plus, do you remember I mentioned that you need those 1,500 hours in order to be fluent? Then yes, this is great. This is exactly where you can adapt those hours, where you can listen a lot and have contact with the language you're learning. You can really do it everywhere, yes. When commuting to work, going back home, you can put it on the speakers. You can listen with your earphones, whatever you want. So this is really where you can have contact with the living language. So that's why listening is great. Plus, there is a great content in that, like you have your best TV series. You can learn things while learning a language. You can listen about smart things. So this is a double profit. Therefore, I really recommend listening because this is the best thing what you can do to learn a foreign language and to maintain the language you are learning. Plus, as we mentioned, we'll also show you the practical way. We'll go deeper in the next video. Okay guys, I will tell you now why I love listening. Because it's simple, it's really simple. The only thing that you need is a mobile phone with enough space, and of course your mobile needs to be working, so take care of your battery. So I'm listening usually podcasts instead of a radio, but you can also listen to the radio. But with podcasts, you can download the content on your disk and then listen whenever you want, so you're less dependent. So that's it. It's simple. You can have iPhone, I don't mind, or you can have an Android phone. Both versions are fine in order to download the application for podcast. Plus, you need to have earphones in order not to disturb others. Mine are a little bit better quality because I care about listening, and that's it. Okay guys, then let's go quickly to Google Store. I'll show you here on the desktop, apps. This is where we're gonna download the podcast application that you will need for listening. I will go with Podcast Addict. This is the one that I have. So yeah, let's go here. Let's check what we have in Podcast Addict. Yeah, this is number one. So yeah, that's probably the reason why I'm using it. You can install it. There are many more. So for instance, Castbox. Let's check here. You can install it. Podcast Go, another app you can use. So there are so many options. If you don't like the interface of Podcast Addict, then go another really podcast player What else do we have? And you have all this on your mobile device. So you can install it on your Android phone and you will have an app that will play podcast. Okay, as I mentioned, you have the same on your mobile. Here we go. Podcast box, you can install it, 4.7, still good. Podcast Go, still, there are like so many apps for podcast listening that I really recommend to download the one you really like. Let's get into mine. This is the main interface. I will show you how do I use my podcasts. So let's go. You can start with radio stations. But with radio stations, you need the internet. And this is the problem. See how long is it buffering? And you will see, still down, it's buffering. You will see for the whole video that it's still buffering. So I prefer to have my download episodes where we are now. Let's go to, wait a second. Yeah, this is what I was listening recently. So you can still either download it, whatever you need it, or play the one that already downloaded. So let's go here. You can go to the webpage of the podcast, whatever you like. Just click here. Yay. Let's go down. Well, we have here, there are many podcasts that you like. Okay, here's Italian. Here's the Italian one that I'm losing. So look, so many episodes, so many hours and minutes of your target language, which is great. Show you how to look for all the podcasts. Just type in, I think we want to go for Japanese. So here you go with Japanese. So let's check the episodes. Here we go with episodes. I would like to download it, but it has 1 hour and you can subscribe or unsubscribe. See, the one episode has 1 hour and I don't know if my phone will be able to handle it. So let's skip it for now. We'll go check something else. Yeah, let's go for Russian podcast and let's learn some Russian here. Let's see what we have. There are 10 episodes. I'm going there. See, it's still the internet. Okay, let's download an episode so we can listen. What is the quality of the podcast? How is it made? Quick. Download. And we are here. Let's see what we can hear. Okay, once more, I will just make it louder, so we can hear it together.
Этот последний выпуск подкаста в уходящем году я хотела бы посвятить приближающимся праздникам и рассказать вам немного о том, как эти праздники проходят для современных русских людей, а также пополнить...
Okay, so here's the quality of podcast. You can listen, this was pretty good, and everything depends who's doing it. So yeah, you need to try it out. Let's go and check other things. Here you have suggested podcast from the application, and here you can even have categories. Let's go to education. TED Talks, great thing. Then we have Peterson, we have Anthony Robbins, lots of things that are useful. Here we have podcast from Duolingo. Let's get there. I told you, I think that Duolingo is making their own podcast, no? I think I told you before. See, there are so many episodes as well. You can go there, you can listen to it and learn the language. Let's go with French. Again, we have so many options. It's like rich library and you will really find what you want. Another thing, you can listen to the target language and learn new things. Let's go with business. But with business, here's the problem that the majority of them are in English. That's why we're scrolling down and looking for something in other language. Nope. Failure. So let's go there. We will try to find something about sport. Everyone loves sport, but we need to find the right words for sport. So, deporte. Vamos a buscar algo sobre deporte. Pero sí, tengo problemas con escribir. Let's check what we can listen about sport in Spanish. It may be entertaining, or you may find your favorite team there. Listen, it's great. 7 episodes. Well, again, 1 hour. It's a lot of content. And don't tell me you've got nothing to listen to. You've got even sport in Spanish to listen to. It's like 1 hour, so you will have exposure to your target language. This is just fantastic. So yeah,